There was a time when having a job meant having a future. If you worked hard, showed up, and stayed loyal, life improved. You could buy a home, you could raise a family, you could save money, you could retire. That was the promise. For generations, the middle class was the backbone of society. Teachers, factory workers, office employees, technicians, drivers, engineers, small business owners, ordinary people with stable lives. Today, that promise is breaking, slowly, quietly, without headlines, without warnings. Millions of people who did everything right are falling behind. Not because they failed, because the rules changed. They studied, they worked, they avoided trouble, they followed advice and still struggle, still worry, still feel unstable, still feel disposable. If you feel like you are working harder than your parents did, but living worse, you are not imagining it. You are watching the middle class disappear in real time. After World War II, something unusual happened. Wages rose with productivity. When companies earned more, workers earned more. When the economy grew, families grew with it. Homes were affordable. College was cheap. Healthcare was manageable. One income was enough. That era created the modern middle class. But in the late 20th century, the structure shifted. Corporations globalized. Manufacturing moved overseas. Labor unions weakened. Financial markets expanded. Shareholders gained power. Executives were rewarded for cutting costs. Workers became expenses, not partners. Instead of sharing growth, companies began extracting it. Profits increased. Wages stagnated. Stock prices soared. Salaries froze. From that moment on, the middle class stopped rising. It started treading water, then slowly sinking. Today, workers produce more than ever. Technology makes everyone more efficient. Software speeds up tasks. Automation reduces labor. Communication is instant. Output is massive. But pay does not match productivity. A worker today creates far more value than one 30 years ago, yet earns barely more in real terms. Where did the money go? To executives, to investors, to financial institutions, to stock buybacks, to mergers, to speculation, to debt servicing. The system rewards ownership, not contribution. If you own assets, you benefit. If you only sell your time, you fall behind. That is the core shift. The middle class depended on labor being valuable. Today, capital is valuable, labor is replaceable, and replaceable workers have weak bargaining power. At the same time, life became more expensive. Housing turned into an investment. Education turned into a product. Healthcare turned into an industry. Childcare turned into a luxury. Transportation turned into a subscription. Every basic need became monetized. Rent consumes income. Loans follow graduates for decades. Medical bills destroy savings. Insurance premiums never stop rising. Families spend more just to stay afloat. Even small emergencies become financial disasters. One broken car, one illness, one layoff, one surprise bill, and everything collapses. This is not because people are irresponsible. It is because margins are gone. There is no buffer left, no safety cushion, no breathing room. The middle class lives on a financial cliff. Jobs are also changing. Long-term careers are disappearing. Pensions are rare. Contracts replace stability. Gig work replaces security. Benefits shrink. Schedules fluctuate. Layoffs are constant. AI replaces tasks. Software replaces departments. Global hiring replaces local workers. Competition is worldwide. One job posting gets thousands of applicants. Employers hold power. Workers compete. Fear grows. People stay in bad jobs. They accept low raises. They tolerate abuse. They avoid risk. Because losing income is terrifying, this keeps wages low and stress high. The middle class was built on predictability. Today, unpredictability is normal. As pressure builds, behavior changes. People delay marriage, delay children, delay home ownership, delay dreams. They postpone life. They live cautiously. They avoid mistakes. They avoid ambition. They avoid conflict. They focus on survival. Social trust declines. Anger increases. Polarization grows. People search for explanations. Some blame immigrants. Some blame technology. Some blame politics. But the deeper cause is economic insecurity. When people feel unsafe, societies fracture. And when societies fracture, instability grows. The middle class was society's stabilizer. Its erosion destabilizes everything. So what does this mean for you? It means the old path no longer guarantees safety. Education alone is not enough. Loyalty alone is not enough. Hard work alone is not enough. Understanding systems is essential. You must know how money flows, how incentives work, how power operates, how risk spreads. Awareness does not guarantee success, but ignorance guarantees vulnerability. The middle class is disappearing quietly, not in one crash, in slow motion. And those who see it early have an advantage. They adapt, they prepare, they diversify, they think long-term, they protect themselves. This channel exists to help you do that. If you want clear, honest breakdowns of how money and power really work, subscribe to Vanishing Capital. Here we expose the systems shaping your future, so you can stay informed, stay resilient, and stay ahead.